The countdown to Spiel is on. I'm so excited. I leave next week to go to Amsterdam for a week, and then we will take the train over to Dusseldorf, and we'll stay there and go visit some cities around there, Wuppertal and Cologne, and then head into Essen for the Spiel. I'm so excited. And so, of course, with all of the brand new games and all of the hype over everything, I've got a list of 10 hidden gems for you that I think you should check out because for some reason they're near the bottom of the list, and these are some pretty good looking games. In no particular order, because I did not played them, so I can't really rank them. First up is Riverwoods, and this is a super cute, it's a small box strategy game. It's got all of these beautiful, like dapper looking dogs. Like that sold me on it as it is. But it's also coming out of Asia, and they have been like pumping out some amazing games lately. They're actually one of like the fastest growing tabletop industries in the world. So everyone likes to think USA is the largest, but actually the Asia region is growing very, very fast. So it could overtake it pretty quickly. This one you're going to find over at Good Spirit Games in 5K625. Next up is Gazelle. This is basically the successor to Mezhin, which is really, really good abstract tile laying game. So I'm excited to see what they do with this one. Also, I kind of love the design of it. I want the box so I can match the red box with the blue box. And that's going to be over at Hobby World in 5G400. And so that will also likely come to North America through Arcane Wonders. They're the ones that normally partner with Hobby World. Next up is Orbit Master. This is a trick-taking game. This one's only going to be on demos. This is like a little bit of a prototype page, but they are combining the zodiac signs to give you different, basically player powers, it seems like, in order to collect the zodiac, and then you're trying to actually make, I believe, all of the symbols that you need. So all of the different traits that you have here are what make up a Taurus, and you need to collect those through trick-taking in order to make your Taurus kind of happen, which is really cool. It's really interesting how many ways people do trick-taking. With more trick-taking is Snorkeling. This one is like not trick-taking, sorry. This one's actually a card-shedding game. However, you're going to be passing cards around to each other. I saw someone play this, I swear, and I can't find the video anymore. But you have to descend one by one because, you know, you're snorkeling. You have to go down slowly. And then you're also going to pass cards to the other players. So there's a lot of little player interaction that's going on there, plus a really cool, neat artwork there. Next up is Eshop. This one reminds me of like the supermarket simulator games and Supermarket Together that we've been playing. This is an economic game where you're going to be pulling these resources from a bag, buying and selling them, and then trying to also buy and sell the contracts of the people who want those orders. But at the end of the game, you're going to be buying and selling contracts from each other that you didn't finish, then the other player is going to finish. So you got to be careful that you don't sell that contract too low. That's going to give them points to succeed. So that's really neat. That'll be at Kadabra in 5D600. And sorry, Snorkeling is at Humaya Games in 3R125. Next up is Pencil Pirates. Now, this one I think is flying under the radar because it's actually coming from Haba, who's at 6F301. And Haba puts out a lot of kids games, but this is like a full-on Euro-E, dice chugging, pen and paper, roll and write is the word I was looking for. But what's cool here is that you've got this little seesaw thing. And so the path that you're drawing for your ship to go through this little map here, and then you're going to pick up all this treasure and stuff, cool, and you know, most treasure stuff wins. But you can end up doing a straight path, or you can end up doing this wiggly path, which is really cool. Then this one is actually launching on Kickstarter tomorrow. I tried to avoid as many Kickstarters as possible and many just demo onlys as possible, but there's a couple on here. This is called Cap and Stems, Mushrooms of the World. And so there's actually this card stacking mechanism here that you can see here. And this is actually going to change how you build out these 3D mushrooms, is my understanding, as well as how you're going to score those mushrooms, which is really neat. And so that's going to be at the Merlin Pool Creative booth 5A700 from the Washington State Gaming Alliance. So I think they're sharing booth space there. And then next up, we've got Virtuous. And so this is another one with a really cool card art game. This is another set collection type of game. And you want the majority of the set in order to get the power that is on the set. And then that power is going to let you manipulate other people's hands, it seems like. And then I'm not sure how the scoring works, but that seems really neat. And it's a nice small box, nice quick card game. Now, this one's a demo one. I did say I want to limit the amount of demos. This one is Moby Dick, Wrath of the Seas. I have played Llamascape's earlier game, Don Quixote. You can check out my video on that. So this will be at the Llamascape's Games booth 5B300. And so this looks like a little bit of a tile adventure game where you're going to reenact the story of Moby Dick. The reenactment of the story of Don Quixote was really well done and really cute, as well as some really amazing artworks. I'm actually excited to see how this prototype was evolved. This is a video from UKGE from E-Not Plays, so thanks for them for uploading that to BGG so we could take a look at it. And then finally is Space Aztecs. This is from the same artist that did Far Away. And so this just looks really cool. Now this image is in English, but I could only find that it's going to be available at the Spiel in German. And this was previewed in 2022. So this one is at the very bottom of the list because I can't really quite tell if it's going to be in English. There are English rules available. There is clearly an English box available, but you're going to be taking cards from around the sundial, just like I used to take cards from the market. You're going to pick it and then you're going to place it, and then you're trying to place it so that you're also protecting your city from any space invader that are coming here. So the whole Aztecs in space is really cool. And so that's at All Go Games 4J420. And so I'm excited to see you all there. Make sure you stop by Saturday at 3 o'clock in Sal Europa. That's on the second floor of Hall 3. And I will be at the Meet and Play, and I have a LGBT queer safe space available for you to game, as well as come meet other fellow creators that are very friendly to me. They're going to be very friendly to you too. Paul Grogan from Gaming Rules, Mark from Ninja Geek Games, and of course Stella from Meeple University, and several others will also be there. So excited to see you. Let me know if any of these games you're going to be checking out, and we'll see you next time. Bye.